Travel, Kai Perinya steadied up in front for Smoke and Joey, led by a length. Running second over on the outside, Marchand, and down on the inside, but looking to come away from the fence, Delicate Miss. In fact, she's now come off the heels of Kai Perinya. Four deep, the river coming around the turn. Sweet Aura's poking up on the inside now at the top of the home straight to follow Kai Perinya at the 250 there, and Joe hadn't moved a muscle yet on Kai Perinya. Gave her a little dig on the wither, and away she goes with 150 to go. 2.5 in front of Sweet Aura. Delicate Miss. The river battles on, but this has been a resounding return to the racetrack by Kai Perinya, and she came away to score easily. Pricked her ears up, won it well, Kai Perinya, from either Seeker, Delicate Miss, the river, then Fly Tego, Shady Grey Deeper. Sweet Aura didn't come on, and dropping out last is Marchand. Into $1.70 at the absolute finish of betting, Kai Perinya, and that was akin to a track gallop. Smart filly by Nakoni. And she makes it another victory here, her third in 10. Very smart performance there. Came off a super trial recently, and after getting out nicely, working her way to the front, they couldn't get near her, and Smoke and Joe sat there very quietly, just gave her a little dig, and away she sailed. She's won by more than 3 really at the finish. Delicate Miss, the river fighting out second and third with Seeker the middle, Sweet Aura down on the inside. 57.70, so they've run along as well. They've run the clock. 57.70. Kai Perinya first home for Barry and Jan McCrosty. They had a place getter earlier today at Caulfield with Merriest in the same colours. And this is a filly by Nakoni from Pro Star, a Starcraft mare trained by Simon Miller over at Aquanita and ridden by Joe Azzopardi. He's got a great association with this filly. 170-130, beating Delicate Miss, number 1, by Mayata Cantor from Delicate Snip for Allen and Beard at McAllister. Kirsty Wardle and also Cam McAllister, trained by Dave Harrison, ridden by Kate Fitzgerald, and the river is third. That was a good run by the river. Terrific performance. Sat 3-4 deep in running, couldn't get in, and just kept on giving in the straights. A fine return as well by the former very smart 2-year-old, by Magnus out of Jesseni for Joanne Andrews. Also Helen Gregson, Ken Gregson, Isaac and Estelle Cohen Ross, and Karen Drage and P. Flay. Jared Noski there took the ride for trainer Trevor Andrews. So 170-130, and those that took the short odds never ever had any doubts whatsoever. Standing in the queue, ready to collect after that canter by Kai Perinya. Delicate Miss 480, the river $2 even. 2 3/4 by a short head and a long neck. So a smart win by Kai Perinya. Race 5, the Tab Touch handicap for 3-year-olds over the 1200 metres. The next today at 2:54. No changes, a field of 11. Let's head down now to the yard. Adam McGrath about to join us, and with him is the Aquanita stable foreman in Kyle Nowland, after watching that filly blow them away first up.
Kyle, she's a 2-time listed winner, and we just saw exactly why with that performance.
Yeah, for sure, Adam. She's a high-class filly. She's always sort of shown that she's pretty, she's top class. So played up a bit before the race, which we sort of want to address. We want to try and keep it as relaxed as possible from now on, but hopefully that takes the edge off her, and yeah, really impressive win.
There's always a question marks with 3-year-old fillies. Will they return? Will they be the same animal? But it looks as though just in size and then the way that she's raced there, that she's a lot better than we last saw her.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she still was really raw and a little bit fragile last prep, but she's matured into a really nice filly, and onwards and upwards from here.
From today's performance, possibly one more start in the West before you look elsewhere?
Yeah, Simon will speak to Barry and Jan for sure, and I know the long-term goal of this prep was to take it to South Australia, and a couple of nice races there for us. So we'll see how she pulls up today, and then sort of push on towards that. This
prep as well, I mean, that's the first time she's raced over 1,000 metres and was a brilliant performance. We saw her get out to the 14 last prep and was beaten by some pretty nice times in Elikazuma and Lusaha. Do you think she'll get that 1,400 more comfortable now as she's matured?
Oh, she's a little bit hot, as you saw pre-race, so I think the boss is pretty keen to keep her to the 1,000, 1,200 metre trips. I mean, she's lightning quick, as you just saw then, so he'll keep her around those sort of distances, but there's plenty of good races for her for that, so that's good.
Great to see her return and looking forward to seeing where she goes to next, mate. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Adam.
There's Kyle Nowland. We will go grab Joey as a party now because he had an interesting pre-race with this filly. She was playing up a little bit and he had to jump off her and then had to really settle her out before they took off. But once the gates opened, she was back to her brilliant best. Joey, just tell us about that lead up. Obviously not what you want on a $1.70 favourite returning, but she did relax eventually.
Yeah, she's just a little bit she's a bit fresh, but once she got going, she really relaxed and she came back to me, she was good. So when the gates opened, she pinged the lids, jumped very fast. I got a nice lead in front and she put them both very easily at the end.
Kyle just mentioned there that he believed this horse had come back better, and I said that she looks a lot better in that, but you're the one that sits on her. Is this a much better filly than we saw last prep?
She's always shown us that she's a good horse, but this prep I think she feels a lot stronger underneath me, and hopefully she just settled down a little bit. Last prep she wanted to over-race a little bit, do a little bit wrong, but she has come back nicer, that's for sure.
Congratulations, mate. Well done on the win.
Thank you.
There's Joey as a party taking Caipirinha to her third victory now from 10 starts. She's placed another 5 occasions as well. One more run potentially in WA before looking elsewhere. Great to see her returning.